Welcome back everyone to Piney Plays Beorning. We are back here with Aragorn to find out what he wants us to do now. He wants us to find a few people, or at least their bodies. Dervin, son of Bornador, and Rosardan, a swan knight under Imrahil's command, are unaccounted for. Could you search for them? Yeah, alright. Essentially, that's what they all are. These are the two brothers that we went with, the ones who got killed by the oil offense earlier. Those two brothers of Blackroot Vale. And here we go. Forlang, Goslegil, and Hiradril were all lost in the tempest of the battle, so we need to find them. Those are the older ones who've been long ago remembering the past. And then Ingold, captain of the Outwall, and Turgon, captain of the South Gate, both remain missing. So I need to find all of those. And what we have here. Hello there. Doing here, you know where your sons are? No, I can't help you identify the bodies. I have seen so much death. To see theirs, you came to know them well in the last few days, did you not? Will you go in my stead? So I need to identify their bodies then. And you would think that, let's see, well, maybe, I guess he is too hit by the whole thing. Now, let's go and find... What are we looking for? Oh, looks like in this area... Oh, Elfhelm. Hello there.
The battle is ended. It was a victory hard bought.
Yes, the battle is ended, and it was a victory hard fought, and many good men fell upon this field will not return to their homes. Alas for Elfmar! Alas for my son! As much of the elf ward as remains mourn him, and I weep for him also. This man, Dervin, was a companion of mighty Golidir, who slew the Olog Thungrath, though he died in the doing. We have been sharing tales of our fallen, and it has eased my sorrow somewhat, though it cannot erase it. His people appear stern and grim at first, but I have marked that they speak warmly of their friends and the lands from which they hail. Perhaps they are not very different from the men of the mark as I had supposed. I will seek for more of the leaders of my people and go to the Ranger's Pavilion at once. All right, good. Hello, Dervun.
I am happy you survived. So many of our friends did not.
Lord Halvard, weary Golidir, young Kellard, I feel their loss keenly. 8 of my brothers fell upon the Pelennor in service of Aragorn, but if they had the choice of fighting for him again, you would find 8 minds unchanged. I will continue on to the Pavilion, Pineclaw, and no matter his command, I will see it done. Alright? Alright, good. What else have we got here? Oh yes, Legolas and Gimli, who are having a fine conversation at the gate, as far as I know. Assuming I can find my way through this big siege engine that has gotten in the way. Ah, here's a path right. Oh, for a moment there I thought there was going to be a pure... Oh, come on! You let me in part way through and don't let me out the other way. Ha! Sometimes. Note to Turbine. There is nothing worse than an invisible maze. Glad I finally got out of that. Hello, Legolas!
We have been to see Merry, where he lies in the houses of healing.
Yes, and I am pleased to report that Merry will survive his wounds. We spoke with him for a time, and he rested upon the wall. He is weary, but the worst seems to be behind him. Have you taken the opportunity to explore the city, Pineclaw? It is impressive, but there are not enough gardens here, and the folks suffer for the lack. They have more that is green and growing. Yes, they need more that is green and growing, of course. If Aragorn does claim his crown, my people will bring him birds to sing and the trees to thrive, and this will make a better city by their presence. We are on our way back to Aragorn's pavilion. I am eager to learn what he chooses as his next course. Alright. And Gimli?
My axe has not yet had its fill.
Yes, now that the battle is done, I have taken a good look at the stonework of the city. Some of it is finely made, but there is plenty of careless stonework as well, and I see much that might be improved in the layout of the streets. Do not mistake me, any dwarf will see the same. Where should we go next? My axe has not yet had its fill, and I will wield it on behalf of Aragorn, wherever he deems it's most needed. I think you've got an axe that's slightly loopy, Gimli. That's all I gotta say. Sort of like the axe in Don't Starve, where one of the characters is the lumberjack and has this slightly crazy axe with him. Alright, now, where to next? I think I'm supposed to identify some bodies. That's right. Oh, isn't that a nice fun thing to do? And here are some unidentified bodies right here. Let's see if we can identify any. There we go. Nope, and that's not one of his sons. Nope. How about this one? Ah, there we go. That is Dwelin, right? What do you call that? Good news or bad news? I don't know. It's interesting how they have generic bodies here until you actually find the one you want. So I guess it would be obvious to the player which one is the real body. And yeah. I guess until somebody identifies them, they all look the same. There we go, more. Hopefully there is somebody who can identify them. Oh, there we go. And that is Deerfiend. Alright, that's done. Well, back to the pavilion. I know we got many more errands to do, but we might as well tell Aragorn what is coming up next. Hello there. Well, I found Dwelin and Deerfiend. Thank you, Pineclaw. I understand that it is a difficult task, but you have shown both discretion and courtesy in seeing it through. Right.
The battle is won, but time is short.
Yes, thank you for bringing everyone over. Because the battle is won, but time is still short.
Some things that were kept secret must now be revealed.
A decision made without all the information is undermined even as it is made, Pineclaw. When we meet in council, some things that were kept secret must be revealed if they are to be properly weighed. I hope you will think no less of me for keeping these secrets, my friend. You are a good friend and true, and if I kept you in the dark, I did so only because of the time I thought it was needed. Speak with me when you're ready to meet. That secret doesn't have anything to do with a piece of jewelry, does it? Well, anyway, let's go.
Aragorn has called for a council to determine his next course of action. May wisdom guide his steps.
This way, Pineclaw. I think they'll begin soon. Hello, Aragorn? The captains who fought on Pelennor are right here now. It is time to begin. Greetings, my lords and friends, captains and soldiers assembled on the Pelennor. We have won a great battle, but now we have a choice to make. Much rests upon our decision. Of what decision do you speak, Aragorn? Mithrandir will explain it to us all, that we may choose aright. You remember the words of Denethor, Pineclaw. In them, I think, there is much we might learn. Yes, the Steward of Gondor had much to say about the dangers that threaten us. He claimed that victory on Pelennor might last for an hour or a day, but that we could not hope for a lasting victory against the power of Mordor. Denethor fell into despair at the sight of Sauron's armies in the depth of the Seeing Stone. We must not despair as he did. Think it took all our strength to fight back the first assault. The next assault will be greater than the last. Sooner or later, one will come that we have no power to defend. Denethor was right. Strength of arms will not bring us victory. What can we do? If we cannot achieve victory, would you advise us to hide behind our walls, enduring siege after siege until we can no longer last? You would have us retreat to Minas Tirith or Dol Amroth or Dunharrow and wait for the end? I will not play like a child with a sandcastle, waiting in fear as the tide comes in. Yet, this is exactly what all of Gondor did during the days of Denethor. Watching, waiting, doing nothing. Do not misunderstand me. I still hope for victory, but not through battle. Into this debate comes the Ring of Power, for it is central to the matter. You know enough of this to understand our danger, my lords. If Sauron regains the ring that is lost, he wins. Your valorous deeds will come to naught. But if the ring is destroyed, his fall will be swift and total. A great evil of this world would be gone. Sauron would be no more. Sauron knows all of this. He knows that the ring is lost, has been found again, but he knows not where it is now. His greatest fear is that we have it, for there are those among us that will have the strength to wield it. Am I right to think you revealed yourself to him, Aragorn? Yes, my friend. Before I rode from the Hornburg, I deemed the time was ripe to use the Stone of Orthanc. Saruman's Seeing Stone? I believe the stone has come into my possession for that very purpose. 10 days have passed since the ring-bearer went east from Rauros. I thought it would be meet to draw Sauron's attention to me and away from his own lands. Had I known how swift it would be, perhaps I should have waited. And yet, the swiftness proved an error. He did not crush Gondor with his first throw. Aye, that is so. You say that it is hopeless for us to attack Sauron if he has the ring? But why should he not feel the same if he thinks we have it? Yep. There are some considerations that may below his hand. The ring can only be wielded by one, rather than by many. Sauron will expect a struggle amongst those who seek to wield it. He waits until one among us seeks to become greater than the others, and that is when he will act, seizing the advantage of our disarray. His Nazgûl still fly overhead, seeking signs of our movement. He has not forgotten the sword of Elendil, and now he has seen it reforged. His first assault has turned back, and his greatest captain is slain. The winds of fortune have begun to blow in our favor. For the first time, doubt has begun to gnaw at him. We do not have the ring. Through either wisdom or folly, it has been sent away to be destroyed, lest it destroy us. Without it, we cannot defeat Sauron by force. This, then, is my counsel. We keep Sauron's eye fixed upon us, and blind to his true peril. We march out to meet him, making ourselves the bait. He will see this as a prideful action of a new Lord of the Ring. He will empty his land, seeking to destroy this young upstart and take it back, giving Frodo his chance. It's a trap, not for us, but for the Dark Lord. Legolas is right. We seek to capture Sauron's attention and keep it fastened upon us for as long as we can. But do not misunderstand. If we march to the Black Gate, there will be nothing to keep him from sending his considerable forces within Mordor to crush us completely and without mercy. We will buy time for the Ring-Bearer to complete his mission, but there will be no more time for us. Any who go with me on this last march should know he goes to his death. There will surely be no returning from this one. Still, I consider it my duty to try. I do not claim to command any man in this. Let each man make his choice as he will. We came from Imladris for this very purpose. We will not turn back. Anyway, they've always been suicidal. I do not know much about the dealings, but I know this. My friend Aragorn aided my people when they had need. I now will aid him. Aragorn is my king, whether he claims it or no. His wish is a command to me. But the city must not be undefended behind us. Well, there is that. We do not need a great force to march on the Black Gate. This is not an army with designs of victory. We will determine the numbers we bring east and the numbers we leave behind. May this be the right choice, Pineclaw. I would rather die doing my part to bring about a new age than to do nothing and know the new age will never come. What will we do to implement this plan? We'll find that out in the next episode of Piney Plays the Beorning.